Hi, you're listening to Anonymous Stories, honest confessions without judgment. If you have a story of your own, you can share it with us anonymously. Thank you for trusting us and for sharing your stories with us. Enjoy listening.
I'll start blunt. I'm done listening to excuses about nature and biology. People say it like it's weather, like it just happens. It doesn't. You decide. I'm not writing poetry here. This is not drama. This is a pattern I've watched for years. People don't fall into betrayal. They allow it. My first wife cheated with her first love. Her explanation: I couldn't resist. That sentence alone says everything. Not about desire, about permission. Nobody forced her. Nobody manipulated her. She wanted, she chose, she justified. Second woman in my life. More honest, actually. I want variety. I want multiple men. I never promised exclusivity. We lived together. 6 months. Shared routines. Shared plans. But no ring, so no rules. Good lesson. For many people, loyalty is not moral. It's contractual paperwork. No official status. No responsibility. Convenient. Another partner. Company party. Alcohol involved. I don't remember. People love that one. Alcohol doesn't invent behavior. It removes brakes. If you remove brakes and crash, you still drove. Later, there was someone who cared for me after surgery. Supportive, kind, present. And at the same time, seeing someone I knew behind my back. Reason: you couldn't, I needed to. That's the rawest form of selfish logic. Need above integrity, impulse above commitment. Not suffering. Not loneliness. Not abuse. Just want. Look around. It's everywhere. A brother cheats because his wife gained weight after childbirth. A friend cheats because sex got boring. A coworker cheats because his wife is exhausted caring for a disabled child. Always a reason. Never accountability. Notice the pattern. The betrayer is always the victim in their own story. Never. I chose the easy way instead of the honest one. Always. I was driven. I was tempted. I was overwhelmed. People love to blame instinct. Fine. We also have aggression instinct. We don't punch everyone who annoys us. We have greed instinct. We don't rob every store. We have rage impulse. We don't scream at bosses. Why is sexual impulse treated like sacred permission? Self-control suddenly becomes oppression? No, self-control is adulthood. Loyalty is not lack of attraction. It's choosing a boundary anyway. I've been told I'm too rigid. No, I just treat promises as binding. If you want freedom, don't promise exclusivity. If you promise, honor it. If you can't, leave first. But people want comfort and novelty at the same time. Stability and excitement, safety and thrill. No trade-off, no cost. The worst part is not cheating itself, it's the childish defense afterward. Nobody says, I knew it would hurt someone and did it anyway. Instead, it happened. It just occurred. It was a moment, like gravity. No, it was a sequence of yes decisions. People ask me why I never cheated. Simple answer: I'm not stupid. I understand consequences. Trust once broken doesn't glue clean. Respect once damaged doesn't fully recover. Memory keeps receipts. I've had opportunities, many. Messages, invitations, signals. Desire is normal. Action is optional. Between urge and behavior, there is a switch called responsibility. Too many people pretend it doesn't exist. Modern culture laughs at loyalty, mocks restraint, markets betrayal as excitement. Everyone does it. No, the loud ones do it. The disciplined ones are quiet. Faithfulness is now seen as weird. Impulse control as repression. Backward logic. Here's the hard truth. Wanting is not wrongdoing. Acting without integrity is. You are allowed desire. You are not entitled to violate commitment. If you choose a partner, you choose a limit, voluntarily. Don't want limits. Don't agree to them. No biology argument changes that. Cheating is not instinct. Cheating is self-granted permission.
I used to think cheating was the worst thing in a relationship. It's not. The worst thing is betrayal followed by blame. If he had just said, "I'm guilty," it would have been painful but clean. Instead, I got betrayal plus accusation. We were together almost 7 years. Not a fling, not teenage love, adult relationship, shared home, shared plans, shared responsibilities. We knew each other's habits by heart. He wasn't romantic. No long messages, no big gestures. I accepted that. Told myself love shows differently. Life was normal. Work, home, family visits, routine. Then distance started. Slowly. Less talking, more phone time, always tired. Less intimacy. Then almost none. I asked what was wrong. He said work stress. I believed him because I wanted to. I found out the usual way. By accident. A message preview. A woman's name. Not friendly text. I opened it. It wasn't love. It was routine cheating. Flirting, meetings, hotels, jokes, more than one woman. When I confronted him, he didn't panic. He said, "So what did you expect?" No apology, no shock. Then came the dirtiest part, the blame list. Not enough sex. Not enough passion. Not enough initiative. Didn't show love the right way. Didn't come to see him enough. Didn't desire him enough. I sat there listening to a cheating man explain the logic of cheating. He said, "A man goes where he gets what he needs." Something in me shut down right there. He described those women energetic, open, easy, passionate, and I realized he had been comparing all along. I lost a competition I never entered. Worst part? He didn't see it as betrayal. He saw it as consequence. Like I triggered it. Then he dug into my past. Old relationships, old mistakes, anything usable. Defense mode, attack mode. That hurt more than the cheating itself. Not the sex. Not the women. The refusal to take responsibility. When someone lies, it hurts. When someone lies with proof on the table and still attacks, it breaks something deeper. Trust didn't crack. It disappeared. I didn't leave immediately. It took time to stop blaming myself in my own head. Now time has passed. I don't cry anymore. But the mark is still there. I wasn't just betrayed. I was told I deserved it. That's what I'll never forgive.
I'm not proud of this. I'm not romanticizing it. I'm confused and irritated at myself. 6 months divorced. Reason, she cheated. Proven, clear, undeniable. The break was hard and final. I told everyone, including myself. That door is closed. I rebuilt. Slowly. Bad sleep, anger, distrust, then gradual recovery. Work, dates, movement, distraction, new faces. Not deep love, but life again. I honestly thought I was past the worst. Then I visited my son. Normal visit. No hidden agenda, full day together, routine, calm, functional, adult. Put him to bed. Kitchen talk with my ex. Neutral conversation turns personal. Distance drops. Familiarity kicks in. Physical memory does the rest. Yes, we slept together. No movie moment, no dramatic confession, no magical reunion. Just two former spouses with unresolved emotional damage and very intact physical familiarity. Now my head is split. Part 1 says, "What are you doing? You left for a reason. You closed this. Don't reopen wounds." Part 2 says, "What if it can work? What if something is still alive? What if family can be rebuilt?" I don't trust Part 2 because the body remembers comfort faster than the mind remembers betrayal. I still remember the cheating, the humiliation, The collapse of trust. That didn't disappear. But now intimacy sits on top of the damage and tries to renegotiate reality. Physical closeness is not proof of change. It's proof of access. If sex was removed from the equation, would I want to return? That's the real question. And I'm not sure I like my answer. We didn't discuss accountability. We didn't discuss causes. We didn't discuss transparency. We didn't discuss repair. We skipped straight to contact. That's dangerous. Sex creates false emotional agreements. Hormones simulate reconciliation that logic hasn't approved. Hope woke up, and I didn't invite it. That's risky. Second chances are not built on attraction. They're built on structure. If nothing structural changed, it's not a second chance. It's a repeat episode. Hard questions I must answer before even thinking about returning. Can I trust again? Practically, not theoretically. Can I stop monitoring? Can I stop replaying the betrayal? Can I avoid turning into an investigator instead of a partner? If not, don't return. Motives matter too. Do I want her or the familiar shape of family? Do I want connection or relief from finality? Those are not the same. People often relapse into ex-relationships because familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar uncertainty. That's not love. That's emotional habit. If there is any attempt to rebuild, it must start with a hard, structured conversation and new rules. Otherwise, it's just emotional backsliding. Decisions made in bed are unreliable. Decisions made cold are durable. Right now, I'm not cold. So the only correct move is pause. Distance. Talk. Conditions. Evidence of change. Then decide. Not before.
I'm not choosing sides, and apparently that makes me the villain. Writing this at night because during the day I'm polite, balanced, understanding. At night, I'm honest. And honesty sounds harsher. My brother divorced my best friend. Yes, I introduced them years ago. That detail alone feels like a bad joke now. They're not just separated. They're at war. Real emotional warfare. Narratives, accusations, character assassination, loyalty tests. And I'm being drafted. They have a child, my godson, the only person in this mess who didn't choose any of it, yet absorbs all of it. The divorce was ugly. My brother cheated. That's true. I'm not rewriting facts. It's wrong. It's betrayal. It's damage. But it was their marriage, not mine. She, my friend, now blocks contact between father and son, not just logistically, psychologically, verbally. Direct messaging into the child's head. Your father doesn't love you. He replaced you. He chose another family. That's not protection. That's weaponization. You can hate your ex. You cannot recruit the child into that hate. She wants full allegiance from me, not empathy, allegiance. Don't talk to him. Don't soften anything. Don't explain context. Don't say he loves his son. Don't acknowledge nuance. Erase him or you betray me. I won't. He is my brother. That's not a switch I can flip off. I know his flaws. I know where he failed. I also know he's not the cartoon villain being described now. She asks, are you with me or with him? People expect a clean answer, like it's a sports rivalry. My answer, I'm with the child. That answer makes people angry because it refuses the battlefield. Yes, he cheated, but the marriage was not healthy long before that. Constant criticism, constant scorekeeping, affection used as punishment leverage. That's not intimacy, that's control. Does that justify cheating? No. Does it explain collapse? Yes. Bad decision on his side. Bad escalation on hers. And I'm being pressured to participate in the escalation, to testify, to validate, to amplify. No. I will not repeat talking points like propaganda. I will not emotionally execute my brother to prove loyalty. I will not lie to a child. People love binary morality in breakups. Victim versus monster. It's simple, it's clean, it's rarely true. You can condemn an action without deleting a person. You can support a friend without joining revenge. You can love a sibling without approving their mistakes. These things can coexist, but conflict culture hates complexity. She says if I understand him, I betray her. Understanding is not endorsement, it's perspective. I'm tired of being asked for emotional pledges of allegiance. I won't sign. The hardest part isn't shouting, it's the quiet loyalty test. The expectation that love must become alignment. Choose, declare, condemn, repeat. No, because once I pick a side, I become a weapon against the other. I'm not a weapon, I'm family, I'm separate, I'm allowed independence. Neutral people are hated in emotional wars. That tells you a lot. A child needs a father, even a flawed one. Removing that bond out of revenge damages the child more than the ex. I said that calmly. It landed like betrayal. Maybe the friendship changes after this. Maybe it breaks. That's the risk when you refuse emotional militarization. But my line is fixed. I will not abandon my brother. I will not abandon my friend. I will not become judge. I will not become soldier. I will be a boundary. If that's not acceptable, then they didn't want me. They wanted ammunition. I'm not ammunition.
I've been married for 20 years, and I still feel ashamed because of a few kisses. Some people would say it's nothing, doesn't count, overreaction. For me, it counts. My husband is my first and only man. No affairs, no side stories. We built a long life together. Rentals, money problems, overwork, sick parents, loans, repairs, real life stuff. Then the crisis hit, not fights. Worse, emotional distance. We became roommates, only logistics, bills, tasks, documents, almost no real conversations, almost no intimacy. Not hate, just disconnection. I wasn't looking for attention. Then a new colleague appeared, attractive, confident, easy to talk to. He listened, didn't interrupt, remembered details, looked directly when I spoke. We started talking more, work first, then breaks, then lunches. I noticed I was waiting for those conversations. That already scared me. I told myself, it's just talking. Then we started texting, no flirting at first. Just honesty. About life, fatigue, relationships. He spoke openly. I did too. I hadn't talked like that with my husband in a long time. The first kiss happened in a car, after work. We were talking about marriage crises, emotional distance, loneliness inside relationships. He leaned in and kissed me. I didn't respond, but I didn't stop it either. I went home feeling dirty, not afraid, ashamed. I decided to shut it down. But we kept talking. 2 more kisses happened. Short, no sex, no dates, still a line crossed. Then he said something I didn't expect. He said, I love you, but I know what cheating does to people. It destroys families. I won't be the reason yours breaks. Let's stop. Let's learn to be just friends. He stopped it, not me. That hurt in a different way. I forced distance, changed behavior, reset boundaries. It was hard, but it worked. We're friends now, real ones. No flirting, no hidden meaning, no tension. I know it won't go further. He won't allow it, and now neither will I. At the same time, I started rebuilding my marriage with actions, not speeches. More initiative, more presence, more effort. My husband responded, slowly, but he did. Our relationship is better now, closer, more alive. And here's the strange part. No affair happened, but guilt stayed. He doesn't know. Maybe he never will. I still feel like I betrayed my family. Because for me, a kiss is already cheating. Not legally. Internally, I know I stood at the edge, and if he hadn't said stop, I'm not sure I would have. That's what I can't forgive myself for.